Hey, what's going on, guys? Kitsune TCG here, back with another video, and today I thought I would show off my updated live twin Runick Spright video. Just kind of thought I'd go over it. Obviously more of like a rogue level deck, but I still think one that's actually pretty fun, and if you kind of understand like the deck, I think you can actually do pretty well at even like a regional level event. But just kind of thought we would kind of quickly go over that real quick. So showing it off here, we do have 3 of the Lilla, 2 Kiss-a-Kill, and then the 1 Kiss-a-Kill Frost. I don't think that you're really needing to run anything else. This definitely, I think, is just going to kind of come down to be the kind of perfect ratios for you to see. For the Spright stuff, you kind of have another little bit of a smaller engine, 3 Spright Blue, Jet, Carrot, Red, and then a single starter. That just kind of rounds out the Spright line. Again, you're just kind of using this to supplement like your main Runick line, so you're not needing to kind of go too crazy on that. Plus, the one red, 1 carrot is plenty. We've got the 2 Runick Fountain, 3 Runick Tip, 3 Freezing Curses, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Destruction, and 3 Slumber. So you're pretty much playing 3 of like what you can outside of Fountain, but again, 2 is plenty. You're able to search it just fine, so that's not a big deal there. And then in just kind of rounding it out with some hand traps, we do have 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash. I chose to go 3 Veiler just because you do obviously do a lot of drawing on your opponent's turn, so you could definitely do Imperm if you want. Obviously, hand traps usually just kind of fall down to locals and format dependent, so that's really kind of just one of the biggest changes. But I think I like Veiler just for the fact that you kind of draw into it a lot. And then just 2 Ghost Bell, rounding out the deck there. Again, you can always change it around depending on like what you like best. With Tempai around now, I do like Bell as an option to kind of main. But yeah, so I'll just kind of quickly go over the extra deck here, and then we can just kind of show off what this deck can do. Alright, and then just quickly going over the extra deck here, we do have the 2 Hugin. Obviously this is the main way for you to find your Runick Fountain. Gary can just get that Runick Fountain back for you if you need. 1 Gigantic Spright. Really, this just can get you whatever you're missing. It's pretty helpful to just kind of go into anything from there. Typhon, really great for you going second. Can turn off a lot of different things in the format. 2 Kiss-a-Kill, 2 Lilla. The 1 Muckraker, which just basically acts as a third of either one of these, just to bring them back. The 1 IP, which kind of lets you go into some other things. Obviously, we have the 1 Trouble Sunny for the live twin stuff. We do have the SP, Abomination, and Griffin for IP to go into. Really just kind of depends on, obviously, what deck you're going against, or if you happen to already Fiend Lock yourself with the Evil Twins, which kind of obviously doesn't let you go into SP, so you can go in from there in either to Abomination or Nightmare Griffin. But just kind of gives you like a few different options, again, like I said, depending on like what the situation looks like. But I really think the extra deck is pretty good. I don't really think there's too much I would change about that here. But yeah, let me just go ahead and we'll show off a quick combo. Alright, just finishing shuffling up here, and then we'll go over a test hand. So I already have Lilla, another Lilla, Slumber, Freezing Curses, and Slumber. Not honestly the worst hand. So first thing, we can go ahead and start out with Lilla. Obviously, if they interact with us here, we can still make some plays, but if they don't, then we can go into Frost, so we make sure we get the draw on our opponent's turn. So we've got Frost. Now from here, you want to make sure you hold on to your slumber, because that's going to be the way that you're going to, activate the fountain when we get it. So you do have to give up the freezing curses, but it will allow us to kind of draw 2 at the end. So we'll go freezing curses into Hugin. Hugin, we can just go ahead and get rid of. You could get rid of Slumber. More than likely, we're gonna start our turn with a monster, so Lilla's not gonna be of help. So we can get rid of Lilla to grab a fountain. Go ahead and activate fountain. From there, we can go Hugin plus Lilla into Gigantic. Now, it is important when you go Gigantic that you are detaching the Lilla, because a lot of time, or sometimes you can definitely end on the Gigantic to have the negate and destroy with red or carrot. So if you do keep Gigantic up, you want to make sure that you've detached the Lilla, not only just because this maintains, a bigger attack, but since you want to bring back the Lilla in a little bit, you don't want the Gigantic to still have that attached. So with Gigantic's effect, we can go into blue. Now blue, we can either just go straight into the red or the carrot, or if you're not really sure what you are going against, maybe you want to bring out the starter. So for that reason, we will say that you want the starter. So we're going to grab Jet effect, grab the starter. So now you just have access to any one of them, depending on the situation, once you've kind of seen what your opponent's hand looks like. Now, from here, it kind of depends. We can go these two into IP. So now we have something else to do on kind of our opponent's turn. That does sacrifice the Gigantic, but I think that's going to be fine because we will have a few other things that we can use for the negate and destroy of the red and carrot. But you are going to go Gigantic plus Kiss-a-Kill to bring out Evil Twin Kiss-a-Kill. Evil Twin Kiss-a-Kill is going to bring back your Lilla. You'll link these two. For Evil Twin Lilla, Evil Twin Lilla will bring back Kiss-a-Kill, which will get you your additional draw 1. Shuffle that back up. Tip, that's just perfect. And from there, let's see, so we've got just freezing curses in the grave. So we can actually just go ahead and go Slumber, protect the IP, 2 engrave, and then we can just go tip. I think usually the best one is to have freezing curses, so searching that out is, I think, preferred. Fountain effect, putting back tip, slumber, and freezing curses will get us a nice draw 3. Destruction, red, and flashing fire. That does kind of just make it a little bit, I guess, easier in a way. So we have red, so no reason we can't just go ahead and special out the red. And then Kiss-a-Kill plus Lilla to end in Kiss-a-Kill, just so we now have access right away to the pop effect of Lilla. And then honestly, to avoid kind of locking yourself into rank and link 2s, because we did draw into the red, we can just go starter and bring out carrot. So this would be your end board. 4 Runics in hand, obviously. have one of each, so that makes it really nice. You can basically get a draw 3, because it caps at 3 on Fountain. But yeah, you're past your opponent's turn. As soon as they add anything, we can just go ahead and go Frost. Gets you another draw 1. It's fine. Honestly, the Runick cards you like to see, since it's kind of the main portion of the deck. But as soon as you do anything, you can draw 3 after that. You have access to the Quick Pop. You're going to have another access to a Kiss a Kill draw once you either link it off or use your Spright carrot or red. So really, the deck has like some nice inboards, but from there, it just depends on what your opponent does as far as what you go into next. So a little bit harder to kind of like show that off, but I think the deck is a lot of fun. Obviously, things like Snake Eyes and Voiceless, those are the best decks, but this deck can be pretty competitive if you're well versed in like the matchups against those. So yeah, I still like the deck. It's one of my all-time favorite decks, so I will see y'all next time.